What's the creepiest thing you've come across on Reddit? I can't find it anywhere. But does anyone remember something where there was a girl by herself at home? She was talking to her friend on the phone while laying on her bed. She then dropped her phone, and when she was picking it up, she saw a reflection of a face underneath the bed. She proceeded to talk to her friend and calmly say she was going to have a shower, and hung up the call. She ran into the bathroom, locked the door, and jumped out of the window. She called the cops. Later they arrived and arrested a man who was standing right outside that door holding a knife. This really freaks me out to this day. There was an article on it too. I can't for the life of me find his post, and I don't remember the parent thread, but I really hope someone answers me and knows what I'm talking about. Basically a redditor was answering a thread a lot like this one, like what's the creepiest thing that's ever happened to you, etc. He wrote about a time where he was in Africa on some humanitarian trip, and it was nighttime and they were standing around their jeep in some remote village. All of a sudden, their guide, an older South African guy, says get in the car. Feel like, what? And he says, get in the car now. So they all jump in the jeep. Seconds later, a naked bloody African woman comes tearing out of the underbrush and slams into the jeep, starts banging on the windows, like she wants to kill them. The guide floors it in reverse, and they get out of there, watching the woman creepily fade in the dusty red light behind them. She mentions that they told the local cops about it, and apparently they went to check it out, but they never heard anything about it again. Super creepy. This post https://www.com/r//blackupslash/comment/4fs708/st=y_underscore with_underscore network/st=j95y2m and sh=d6cf6223. Where a guy in Hawaii has a neighbor with a weird blue hut on his property and there are about 30 Wi-Fi networks coming from nearby. He explores, find out all the Wi-Fi signals are coming from underground, under a concrete slab. Wi-Fi SSIDs change names every 30 minutes, all password protected. Finds multiple electrical breaker boxes on the blue hut with wires running towards the concrete slab. Darks the neighbor. Turns out he has an eBay account and the only thing this eBay account sells is broken hard drives. All the feedback for the bad hard drives are glowing, like over the top, code words and shit, such as very happy kids, and no fakes. Suspects he stumbled across a CP ring. I believe it was a post from Watch PRPD. It was a gif from a security cam of mom and her son going up an escalator. As they were getting to the top, the escalator started coming apart and collapsing. So as this is happening, the mother throws her son to safety on the platform above but then falls into the gears of the escalator. As she is swallowed up and crushed by the gears, her son watched disappear and die. That one fucked me up for a while. Probably this post I saw on one of the narcotics/drug subreddits. This girl posted about being in the ER because of a life-threatening infection in her leg due to shooting up. She looked rough, head shaved, thin, sickly looking. But in true nature of this subreddit, she was almost bragging about her use. I got curious and decided to peek at her post history. Every scroll took me further and further into her past, where it became evident that 2 years earlier she was a normal appearing young girl almost the exact same age as me. To see the incredible decline was so heartbreaking, and I would have reached out if I didn't understand firsthand the futility of talking someone down from addiction. I still think of this sometimes. One time a few years ago I was reading a user's comment history and I saw one comment she left in a normal subreddit, can't remember which one, talking about how she always wanted to be a mother due to her naturally nurturing and compassionate nature. A few posts down from that one, I saw another comment she left in a subreddit full of pictures of dead children, where she was lamenting the fact that the mods no longer let you post sexual comments on the pictures of dead kids. I'm on a true crime subreddit. A few years ago a user on a new account posted some extremely graphic pictures, claiming that they had killed and were going to kill again. Reverse image search. 0 results. I forwarded it to the admins at once and advised they contact the authorities immediately. I hope they did something. The recording of the woman calling 911 and then gets killed in the middle of the call. That guy who crawled into a tiny tunnel in a cave and died upside down when he got stuck. So disturbing to imagine knowing that your last day on Earth was spent upside down, nearly losing consciousness with you and your very upset family contemplating how bad you fucked up. Haunted me for days. There are two particular stories on /r/let's-not-meet that were particularly frightening. One was of a woman who went out to check her mail, and when she got back in, a man was hiding under bed with a knife. I think she ended up going into the bathroom and calling the police. Another was a woman who stopped to get gas at a gas station. A group of guys eyed her up, and when she drove off, they began to follow her in their vehicle. Ultimately, she drove to her brother's house, who was military, or ex-military I think, who greeted them by firing several rounds into the air when they arrived at his house. I can't find the links to either story, but they were both particularly harrowing reads. I'm going to post this in hopes someone remembers and can reference the post I'm referring to. This is one of the scariest things I've read and seen on Reddit, and I hope the op is okay. Have not seen Reddit updates, but if I remember correctly, it was a front page post. There was a woman who lived at home in an apartment building and would get random knocks on her door. There would be banging and screaming while she was inside alone. I think her husband was a doctor and had odd hours, and this only happened when he was away. She was able to take a really poor quality photo of him out her window, and you can see him facing and looking into her apartment. Redditors were suggesting he was doing this to essentially torture her and warned that it might escalate to something much more dangerous. Obviously he was stalking her because he knew when she'd be alone. Ever since I read her post, I have been terrified to answer the door. I think about her constantly and really hope she's okay. If anyone remembers this post, please share. I've posted it in another AskReddit before, so I'll just copy and paste it. There was one girl in r/let's-not-meet who said she worked at a bar, I think, in Australia, and one customer really liked her and was creepy, and after a while was kicked out by whatever the guards are called. She said after that, when she went out to leave her shift, the guy somehow figured out her car and sat on it. She got the guard, I think, and the guy was taken away. This stuff goes on for a few nights or weeks. Can't remember. It was a few months ago. She then one time left to go to work and she forgot something. So she headed back home and he was standing in the hallway like, "Hello honey," and yeah. Cops were called and apparently had been living in her crawl spaces for weeks or months. She said she then moved states after that. I'm also Australian and got freaked out reading it because that stuff rarely happens here or isn't covered often. Link /r/let's-not-meet/comment/9x3qkr/life_life_will_sit_with_me/. The pics posted by a hiker/climber about a day trip out with their buddies. Seems clean enough, yeah? They found a severely injured, nearly dead woman near the trail on their way out. Turned out she'd been there for a day or two already, and her hiking partner passed away trying to find help. It wasn't until the op hiker got home that they noticed the girl they rescued was visible in the background of some of their pics. https://www.reddit.com/r/AskReddit/comments/227h0/slug/cgkbg37/ https://www.huffpost.com/entry/hiking rescue_n/n/630,510. If you enjoyed the stories, slap the like and subscribe button for more of them, and don't forget to support the original writers with an upvote. Links are in the description. Peace out, and catch you tomorrow.